Good morning, everyone. Mike Chiswick here for TireRack.com ChampCar Endurance Series. It's really early. It's about 5 a.m. here. Didn't sleep well last night and decided to get up and do some work, and with the house being so quiet, I realized I hadn't done a video in a while, so I thought, what the heck. Let's make a video, talk about what's been on my mind. So, it's petition season. It's that time of the year where we collect all of your year's worth of ideas and suggestions, and we put them into one document, send them out to you guys, and you get to see what your fellow racers think would make the world a better place. And you send us those messages, those comments, and we've been getting those, so thank you very much. We'll be using those to help guide our decisions as a board. But there's a large irony to all of it that I haven't been able to shake day in and day out here for the last couple weeks since this process started, and that is that people are sending us their suggestions to change the rules to make the club better. And yet all year long, some of the same people have sent us comments to say, quit changing the rules. I'm not sure what changed. That 9-10 months of the year they want things to stay the same, and then for this particular month they want everything changed. I don't know. And to be fair, many of the petitions aren't exactly things that earth-shattering, changing the cars. There a lot of them are cleanup issues with the way things are written or the order things are written in. It's just kind of housekeeping stuff, so it doesn't change who we are. But as many of you have seen, there's a few in there that are rather significant that would change who we are. But I just thought I'd share that we always want everything to stay the same, but then we don't. I personally like things the way they are. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, but change is hard on everybody. And if we constantly are changing the rules year after year, month after month, week after week, it becomes to frustrate everybody, because none of us are rich doing this. We're all grassroots racers. We have a little bit of money on the side from our daily lives of mortgages and car insurance and groceries, so we don't want to do those kind of changes all the time. So we'll use that, with that in mind, we'll review those petitions accordingly and make only the changes that we deem that are absolutely necessary for the betterment of the club. Anyway, also, so the year's been going pretty good. I don't know if you've noticed, Daytona is basically sold out. A couple of days ago I saw 126 signed up for it, 130 being the cap to that. And those of you who talk to me closely know that my goal is 120, and you say, well, why are you selling 130 then? Well, because many of you don't show up. This happens every single race, and it's kind of like airlines. We account for it. Those that say, little Timmy, he's got a cold, I can't make it, or my trailer's got a flat tire, or we weren't able to get that wild motor swap done in the 24 hours you thought we were going to get it done in, whatever the excuse may be. It just happens. So we oversell to try and get our target number, and so that's where we're at Daytona. I honestly didn't think Daytona would do so well this year because we have the national championship at Charlotte. I figured some people would forego Daytona and travel up to Charlotte, North Carolina, but it doesn't seem to have worked out that way. At least Daytona hasn't suffered. Charlotte's doing quite well as well. So either we've got a lot of racers, or racers are willing to run 2 weeks apart. Either way, doing good. Watkins Glen's payment deadline is coming up next week if you want to get that $200 discount. So keep that in mind. And as last I checked, we're mid-70s signed up for Watkins Glen, and so I know the payment deadline always brings us up to that. So if you haven't got in for Watkins Glen, you want to pay attention to that. But in between all that, we have our Thunderhill event on the 2-mile course out west at the beginning of May. And quite the opposite. We haven't been able to draw the cars for that. I heard some from people out west that said that, you know, 2-mile course is boring, terrible. We don't want to run that course. We want to run a 3-mile. We want to run the big 5-mile course. I understand having favorite courses. When we go to VIR, everybody wants to run full course. So I get that. I'll tell you what I told everybody that's asked me directly. It's not an option. The 3-mile is booked solid. I mean, we've spoke with the track. We've got a good relationship with them. They're aware that we'd like to be on the 3-mile. You know, they have told us there is no openings. We're on a wait list to get on for a 3-mile opening. But in the meantime, they've got 2-mile available. We want to race. We think you want to race. And having been to the 2-mile, I can tell you, I find it to be a wonderful course. The paddock and pits there are great. The course itself has all sorts of elevation and turns and challenges to it that I find are wonderful. We run at courses that length or shorter all over the country, including many that are on flat ground. VIR South is 1.7 miles, and Gingerman is a very, very flat course that's 2 miles. We have full fields that have a great time. And you figure there's racers, you know, in this country, not in our club, but car guys that run on grocery store parking lots with cones. It's a weekend to get out and run your car. So while I understand that the 2-mile may not be everybody's favorite course, it's a good course. It's a race course. It's a chance to pull your car out and have some fun. And right now at $650, all drivers and crew included, you're not going to find a better deal in racing. So if you're out on the West Coast and you manage to check this today while you're getting your coffee and you have not signed up for Thunderhill, you might want to give your buddies a call and see if dust the car off and make the trip up there or down there, wherever you may be, for $650. I know you'll have a good time behind the wheel. It's always the case, right? Water's a little cold in the swimming pool. Not sure I feel like going out with friends tonight for dinner, but by the time you're in the middle of it, you're glad you did. It's a fun time. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get a lot of work done here in this computer behind me before the wife and kids wake up. And if you have any questions about any race, any thing to do with the club, always feel free to email me, info@champcar.org. Otherwise, guys, get to those cars, make sure they're ready, and we'll see you at the track. Thanks, bye.